What up, everybody? It's Joe from Complex. We're in New York City at Stadium Goods with the winner of the Complex Sneaker Shopping Fan Contest, Ed Mora.
Yes, sir.
Gonna do some sneaker shopping today. Gonna see what he's feeling, what he's not, and then hopefully he's gonna buy some sneakers.
For sure, for sure.
Let's go. So Ed, welcome Stadium Goods. Your first time in New York City.
Yes.
What's it been like the last 12 hours in New York City?
Man, it's crazy. It's like so big and there's just like rats everywhere. And
Yeah.
all the crazy traffic.
Yeah.
I almost got ran over about like 10 times.
And what's it been like to see a store like this? Is there anything like this in Nebraska?
No, man, we only have a House of Hoops in Omaha. It's like the biggest city we have. And I'm 2 hours away from that. So the closest sneaker store for me is Hibbett Sports.
Hibbett Sports. Quavo talked about that on the episode a couple weeks ago.
For sure. But like, yeah, we only have like 30 pairs of shoes there and they're all GRs, so.
We got a lot of submissions with, you know, a lot of sneakers in the background and people showing off crazy closets. One thing that stood out for me is that your message was very centered in kind of your education and you got a full ride. Talk about that and where you're going in the fall.
Yeah, so the full ride is actually a Susan Buffett scholarship. Warren Buffett's wife, she died in 2006.
Okay.
She was big into education and stuff like that. So you basically apply for it. A lot of me and my friends got it, and now we're just going to the University of Nebraska for free.
That's amazing. I have to point out, Travis Scott ones.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought you were gonna come in with maybe something a little more subtle.
No.
Travis Scott ones.
Man.
You're trying to show me up on my own show.
Nah, man, that's crazy. Like, I got these on the sneakers draw. I'm pretty lucky with sneakers, to be honest, and I'm the biggest Travis Scott fan in Nebraska, so.
Really?
Yeah.
No bots though, right?
No.
Okay.
I don't know how to use them.
Ed, how many shoes would you say is in your collection?
I would say only about 5, but what I have is pretty hype-worthy, I guess.
Yeah, and what, you know, we see the Travis Scott ones. What other standouts do you have in your collection?
I have the Space Jam 11s. I have the Roy 1s. I have the EQTs.
Yeah, Adidas EQTs.
Yeah, and then I have the Yeezy 350 Zebras.
But you also have another special 350.
Yeah, so the first limited sneaker I really got was a Yeezy 350 cleat, and I actually sold them to a football player from Arizona State. So I resell my shoes on like Facebook groups, you know, like the classic Scoop 208. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
When you're in college, you know, I always remember I used to shop at like thrift stores and things like that. So getting money is kind of hard to come by. What do you think the reselling game has done for, you know, a senior in high school who's now going into college?
My family isn't of money, so, you know, getting that money, and it's so easy, you know? You just post it on Facebook and you sell it, get the PayPal invoice, and it's easy money to me.
And PayPal rating's good? No scams?
Oh, no scams, no scams.
Okay, good. Part of the video that you submitted, there was a really heartfelt story about the black cement 4s.
So the Black Cement 4 was the first kicks that I really saw like around my friends. When these released in 2012, like my friend wore them all the time. You know, he wore them to every single basketball practice and stuff like that.
Older guy, younger, or same age?
He was an older guy. He was like about 4 years older than me. And he showed me around with all life, you know.
Okay, like a mentor.
Yeah. You know, he like showed me like the sneakers, you know, how to get girls and stuff like that.
Okay.
He passed away a couple years ago, and he had these on all the time, and that's why I have a personal connection with these.
It's crazy because there's been people in my life, like mentors who I've met through sneakers who have unfortunately passed away, and there are real stories tied to sneakers, and I think that's what makes it great that a lot of people may not understand. So I think that really stuck out to us when you were submitting your video. Sounds like he was the coolest guy in school.
Yeah, he was the coolest guy in school. You know, his name was David Romero, so can't just leave his name out like that.
Ed, you mentioned your favorite episode.
My favorite episode is when Canelo Alvarez goes in and spends thousands of dollars, and when he buys a Supreme hoodie too.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What do you like about Canelo and what makes you such a big fan? Look at this.
Sheesh. How much you say, 15K?
I think it was 15K or so.
Yeah, I'm a big Canelo fan because, you know, we're both from Jalisco, Mexico.
Okay.
And, you know, he's a big role model. You know, I think he's a top 5 most paid athlete in the world, so.
He worked hard.
Yeah, for sure.
We got in touch with Canelo's people and said that you were a big fan, and he actually signed a boxing glove that you could take home back to Nebraska.
This is crazy.
We didn't have time to frame it.
Nah, it's all good.
But, you know, maybe, I don't know if you would put it in the dorm room, but it's definitely a little gift from Canelo and us to you.
Oh, man, thank you, man.
Ed, we talked about everything. Now you know the deal, the easy part. Browse the shelves, see what you're gonna take home.
Yeah, for sure, let's get it.
What's going on today, man? What are you eyeing?
I'm gonna need these for sure, man. Size 10. I'm gonna need these too.
Ooh, fire.
Size 10 and a half. I'm gonna have to call my girl today. Jordan 1 red toe.
Yes, sir.
All right, Ed, your total today comes to $977.70.
Before he goes, I couldn't let you leave without a fresh pair of black
man.
Force cements.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man.
All right, Ed, your new total today is $1,281.46.
So how you
Thank you.
how you paying for all this?
Complex got me today, man. Complex got me.
Your money's no good here.
Thank you. All right, Ed, enjoy.
Yep, thank you, brother.
So Ed, congrats on winning the contest. Hope you had a good time.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You got some sneakers for your fall semester on campus. Hopefully you
sir.
could switch out the rotation.
Yes, sir. I'll be fresh on campus now.